Today's live stream will begin in a few moments. For those waiting for today's live stream, it will begin in a few moments. Today's live stream will begin shortly. Today's live stream from England will begin in a few moments. Today's live stream will start in a few seconds. So here we go. Good afternoon, welcome. It is another live stream coming to you from the birthplace of the English language. It is England. Yes, I hope you are having a good Monday. We are now into Monday. Yes, the start of a new week for many people who are staying at home during this strange period of time. Can I say a big hello to you as well? I have a feeling you are waiting for me to begin, so we will start. Let's get on with it, shall we? Hello there. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you feeling happy today? I really hope you are okay. Here we go, a brand new week, a brand new day has begun for some people. So here we are now in the UK. It is 10 minutes past 2 o'clock, 10 past 2 on a Monday afternoon here in the UK. And yes, it is Mr. Duncan. That's me, by the way. For those who are wondering, who are you? My name is Duncan. I teach English on YouTube. I've been doing this for ever such a long time. Can you guess how long I've been doing this for? A very long time. Many, many years, in fact. Today I have something with me. Can you see what I have in my hand? The weather today here in England is very strange. It is what we call unsettled. Unsettled. So when the weather is unsettled, it means that it changes frequently. So sometimes the weather is sunny and then suddenly the weather will become cloudy, or maybe it will start to rain and then the sun will come out again. So today it is very unsettled, the weather, very unsettled. So the reason why I have my plastic is just in case it starts to rain. So I've taken some precautions. So this plastic is one of my precautions just in case it begins to rain. Just in case the rain starts, I will be able to cover all of my paper and protect it from the rain. If there's one thing that paper does not like, it is getting wet. So that is the reason why I have my lovely plastic, just in case. You never know. In life, sometimes you have to be prepared for every eventuality. Ooh, eventuality. A situation, an occurrence, something that suddenly happens. So I am taking this precaution just in case it starts to rain. And, well, this is England, of course. It is England. Sometimes it does rain here quite a lot. A lot of people say that. They say, does it always rain in England, Mr. Duncan? So, sometimes it does. That is the answer to my question. So it doesn't rain all the time. It doesn't rain all the time. Hello to the live chat. Nice to see you here. Oh, another thing that I've brought outside, just in case it starts to rain. I also have my lovely umbrella as well, just in case it begins to rain. So I can protect my paper and I can also protect myself as well, just in case it starts to rain. So who knows? It is England. English weather sometimes can change quite a lot. Hello to everyone. Oh, can you hear that going over my head? There is an aeroplane going over my head. One of the things I've noticed recently is that you rarely hear planes going over, because at the moment most aeroplanes have been grounded, so they have to stay on the ground. So because people are not travelling anywhere, they're not going abroad, they're not going anywhere in the world, they are staying at home, and all of the aeroplanes are now on the ground. So there in the sky is a very rare sight at the moment. You don't often see or hear planes going over at the moment, because most of the aeroplanes are not flying at all. So I'm in the garden once again. Yes, I am enjoying, or trying to enjoy, my self-isolation. So I'm in the garden. I am getting my 1 day my one chance at having some exercise and fresh air. So that's what I'm doing here today. And don't forget, I will be here with you every day during April. I'm here today, I will be here also tomorrow, and for the rest of April. Can I say a big thank you, by the way, to Luis Mendez. Hello, Luis. Just before I came out here to start my live stream, I noticed Luis had left a nice donation for me. Thank you very much for your lovely donation. That will help my work to continue forever and ever and ever. So thank you. If you want to make a lovely donation, you are more than welcome to do so. I will show the address to you later on. I'm being distracted here because I think it's starting to rain. Is it? Is it starting to rain? No, I think I'm all right. So thank you very much to Luis Mendez for your lovely donation. I will show you the PayPal address a little bit later on. It is also underneath this video too, because everything I do here on YouTube, I do it for free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's all free. So I'm giving you all of my time and I'm not charging you anything. So you can watch me anywhere in the world. Hello to the live chat once again. Nice to see so many people here today. Hello to Noemi. Hello, Noemi. Thanks for joining me again. Don't forget to give me a lovely thumbs up as well. Click that like button underneath this video. So give me a lovely thumbs up. Click that button underneath. Thank you very much for that. Hello also to Tien, also Belarusia. Hello to you as well. And you may notice there are some noises, some sounds around me. There are birds at the moment in the tree just above my head. I'm trying to see what the bird is. I think it might be, come on bird, where are you? There is a bird just above my head. Where are you? I can't see you. I think it's a little blue tit, because many blue tits at the moment are preparing to nest. So I think that particular bird might be looking for a partner. Ooh, very nice. So it's in the tree, it is calling to all the other birds, saying, hello, I'm here, I'm available, come on. I'm here, I'm a beautiful bird, and I'm singing in the hope that someone will come and fly away with me. Isn't that nice? Blue tits. Yes, the blue tit has a lovely voice. It's very sweet and very high, and I think it's actually watching me. I can see it. Oh, there you are. Yes, I can see it now. And yes, it is a blue tit, a little blue tit singing in the tree. Very nice. Hello also to Jose. Hello, Nguyen. Hello, Nguyen. Nguyen Tan. I think you are watching in Vietnam. I think so. Hello also to Pathan's Fun. Hello, Pathan's Fun, or Pathan's Fun. How are you today? I don't recognise your name, by the way. Is it your first time here on my live stream? If it is your first time, please say, Mr. Duncan, it's my first time. And I will give you a thumbs up as well. Ahmed. Hello, Ahmed. Where are the subtitles? Today, I am talking to you on my phone. So if I'm using my phone, unfortunately, there aren't live captions. So you can have live captions when we have the studio broadcast. But if we use the phone, unfortunately, there are no captions until later. So later on, you can watch this video again, and if there are some words that you didn't understand, you can look at the captions later on. So there will be captions later on on this video. I promise. They will be there. One way or the other. They will be there. I promise. Okay? Okay. You may have heard the news. There has been some news from England. Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the UK, has been taken into hospital now. So he unfortunately is not recovering from. So things there have changed. I'm not sure what his condition is at the moment, but he has been kept in hospital. So already there are many things happening, and it's only Monday. So this is a new week, and I think for many people things might be getting better. However, for some people they are actually getting worse. Hello, Silvana. Hello, Silvana, from the south of France, near Nimes. You are very amazing, Mr. Duncan. Your English with you, it is interesting. Thank you very much. Well, that is my job. I teach English. The English language is something I am crazy about. You might say that I am an English addict. I love English so much. I like listening to English being spoken. I like reading English. I like learning new English words. Can you believe it? So even now, even though I've been speaking English for all my life, there are still words that I don't know. There are still words that I haven't seen before in the English language. So there are many, many words. A lot of the words that I've not seen are ones maybe that are not used very often, or maybe people have stopped using those words. We call the words that people have stopped using archaic. Archaic. So something that is archaic is something that is no longer used. Something is archaic. Archaic. Thank you also, Anapika. Why has Boris Johnson been taken to hospital? Well, as I understand, he has now been ill for 10 days, which is a very long time. So normally the symptoms of only last for maybe 3 or 4 days. So if they go on much longer, if they go on longer than that, then there is cause for concern. So people have got a little bit worried, so they've taken him to hospital for further observation. They are going to have a close look. After all, he is the Prime Minister of the UK, so I suppose that is the reason why. Did you see the old Queen? No, I'm not talking about Mr. Steve. The Queen of England. Did you see the Queen of England last night talking to the nation? A lot of people said it was very moving. Apparently, lots of people were actually crying whilst watching the Queen's speech last night. So a lot of people got very upset. They were very emotional as the Queen addressed the nation. So when you address someone, address is to speak to people. You are addressing people. You are talking to them. You might say that I am addressing you at the moment. You might say, Mr. Duncan is addressing his YouTube students. So if you give a speech, if you talk to people either in person or maybe through the internet, you address something. You address people. You can also address a subject as well. So if you talk about a certain subject, we can say that you address that subject. You talk about it. You draw attention to something. So that is what we often use. We address. So last night, the Queen of England addressed. Address, not undress. I didn't say undress. That's very different. Address. You address your people, you address your audience, you talk to them, you deliver a speech. And that is what the Queen did last night. The Queen of England, a lot of people love the Queen, especially now because she is in her 90s. So she's 93. And I have to say, I also sat down last night to watch the speech and I thought, isn't that amazing? She actually looks quite well. And I thought the speech that she gave was very good. Very good. She said all of the right things, and I think a lot of people enjoyed her words. Sometimes the leader of a country has to make a speech. They will have to talk to their nation as a way of giving comfort. During a hard time, during difficulties, during a period of time when things are difficult, sometimes it is very reassuring or comforting. You feel comfortable, you feel comforted. So if you feel comfort, if you get comfort from something, it means it makes you feel better. You feel more comfortable by it or from it. So the Queen gave a lovely speech last night, and I think a lot of people here in the UK and quite possibly around the world felt some comfort from what she said. And I thought it was very nice, a very beautiful speech. Hello to the live chat once again. Oh, hello, Mr. Duncan. Where is your gazebo? Very good. Yes, I do have a gazebo. A gazebo is a small building or a small house or something you can put up very quickly over your head to protect you. So unfortunately, my gazebo is in the garage, and also at the moment I am standing on a hill. So unfortunately, I cannot put my gazebo here. So that's the reason why I don't have my little gazebo over my head, because the ground that I'm standing on is like that. It is not straight. And unfortunately, if I tried to put my gazebo on the ground, it would fall over. It would be unstable. So if something is unstable, it means it moves. It will not stay still. Something is unstable. It moves around. It is not secure. So my little gazebo cannot come here because it is like that. Hello to the live chat again. I will try to say hello to as many people. If you want to say hello, you are more than welcome to do so. That is the reason why I am here. Remember my words that I use every time I come on here. I will show them again. If I can find them. Where are they? I've lost my words. Oh, come on, where are they? Where are my lovely words? They've gone, they've disappeared. Okay, I found them. Sorry about that. Remember, you are not alone during this time. We are all sharing a very similar experience. So I am here now in my garden alone, right here, right now, talking to you. Hello to Mathes. Hello, Mathes. Hello, Mathes. Can you wish a happy birthday to my boy, Adrian? Adrian Mahio. Hello, Adrian Mahio. I hope I pronounced your name right. Hello, Adrian. It's your birthday. Yes, today. It's your birthday. Hip, hip. Hooray! I hope you enjoyed that. Have a happy birthday, Adrian. And whatever you are doing, do it with a big smile. I hope. I hope your birthday goes very well. So you are not alone. Don't forget, whatever happens, whatever is going on in your life, We are all sharing a very similar situation right now. And try to look on the bright side of life. Try to look on the positive side. When we say, look on the bright side, look on the bright side, there is always something good that you can find, even when the situation seems grim or grey. We can always look on the bright side of life. Do-do, a-do-do-do-do-do-do. Look on the bright side when things are not so good. Always try to have a smile on your face. Stay positive. You can make the best of a bad deal. When things are going bad, when things are not going right, you can always try to find something to make that situation positive. So maybe if you are at home, you can find a new interest or a new hobby, a new thing to pass your time away with. You can learn some new English words. Maybe you can join me here on the live stream and we can learn lots of English, and I can give you some new English words and we can learn them together. Make the best of a bad deal. Try to make the best of a bad deal when things are not going your way. Try to see the bright side. Remember, every cloud has a silver lining. Above my head at the moment, the clouds are going by. Some of them look very angry. I have some very angry clouds going over my head at the moment. So in the sky, I can see lots of grey clouds. However, I know that those clouds have a silver lining. Something positive may come from the situation. There is always something positive that you can find from a certain situation. Here it is. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. There is light ahead. Even if it is very far away, you can take comfort from knowing that there is light at the end of the tunnel. It is coming towards us, even if it is very far away. Things will get better. We will all have our lives back eventually. And that, I suppose, is what the Queen was saying last night. She was saying, look, things will get better in the future. If you are missing your family, if you are missing your friends at the moment, remember, we will all meet again. And a lot of people got very emotional about that. So I thought it was very good, very good. Well done to the Queen of England for a wonderful speech. Rusen says the weather there looks so gloomy. Yes, it is a little bit gloomy. The skies above me are grey. However, I still feel happy. I will try to make the best of this situation. Even though things do not seem good, I will try my best to make things go well. I want to stay positive. Even though the clouds above me are grey and gloomy, I will still have a smile on my face. Yes! Hello to, I have some regular viewers. Hello there. Hello from Jonathan and Sammy. Hello to you. Thanks for joining me again. Serena. Oh, I see. I think Serena Snow was watching me yesterday. Did you see me yesterday in the garden? I actually was choking yesterday. Mr. Steve yesterday made some beautiful cakes, some flapjacks. Very nice food, very sweet. And Mr. Steve gave one to me. However, I was trying to talk and eat at the same time. And as you know, that's not easy. It's also very unsafe. So yesterday I started choking and I couldn't breathe. So for a few moments yesterday, I was actually choking on my live stream. I felt so ill and I was rather distressed. There is nothing worse than having your airway close. There is nothing worse. So yesterday afternoon, you all got the chance to see me choking on Mr. Steve's cake. For a moment, I thought Mr. Steve was trying to poison me. I thought maybe Steve was poisoning me. Maybe he was trying to get rid of me. But apparently, he isn't. I'm sure you're pleased to hear that. I know I am. So yesterday, we all got a chance to see me almost die on the live stream. It is available on my YouTube channel as well. You can watch it again as many times as you want. Hello, Lee Julia. Hello, Lee Julia. Nice to see you here on the live chat. Oh, I see I have a super sticker. Thank you very much to, I think that is Jonathan and Sammy, is it? £1.99. Thank you very much. Your super sticker is now on the screen and I can see it. Can I say thank you very much for your super sticker? A lovely heart. It is very nice because of what could we do without you? Thank you very much. As I said yesterday, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So you are also helping me because you are watching. So I have something to do and you have something to do as well. What is correct? It is forbidden or it is not allowed. We can say both. So if something is not allowed, quite often in law, so many laws in different countries will stop you from doing something. So that's the reason why we call them rules or laws. So things that you must do or things that you must not do. Laws. And of course, there are many things that we can do. We are allowed to do them. And there are many things that we can't do. We are forbidden. It is not allowed. So maybe certain laws, maybe certain religions. So certain laws, certain religious laws will prevent you from doing certain things. It is not allowed. It is forbidden. We forbid it. You forbid it. It is forbidden. It is not allowed. So I hope that helps you. Hello also to Jamelia. Jamelia is here. Nice to see you again. I hope you are having a good day where you are. I know we are living through very strange times. The world has gone a little weird at the moment. However, I will try to be here with you as much as I can. Mr. Duncan, Mr. Steve is a charitable person. Yesterday he gave a hand to one of the elderly neighbours. This is true. Now I know I was making fun. I was making a joke with Mr. Steve. But yes, of course, Mr. Steve is a very helpful person. So he went to one of my neighbours' houses, one of the neighbours living nearby, and he cut the grass. But of course I was making fun yesterday of Mr. Steve. We do that a lot. So we do sometimes tease each other. But when you've known someone for 30 years, then you can do that, you see. You become very familiar with another person. It's almost as if you are enjoying yourself, even though sometimes you are actually teasing the other person. So I think this is one of the things that happens if you have a very long friendship or a very long relationship. What happens is you become very familiar with each other. You become very familiar with each other. Hello also to, oh, hello, Serena Snow again. Thank you very much for saying hello to us. A lot of people at the moment are not at work, and there is a reason for this. So many people who have a daily job, or maybe they go to work in a certain place, they have been told that they have to stop working because the business has closed. So some businesses at the moment are closed, and unfortunately some people are not working. And there are some words that I can show you now connected to these events. Give me a moment, I will be back. I'm just going down there. I feel like a magician. I feel like a magician. I should be performing some magic now. Before your very eyes, I will make some words appear. I will say the magic word. Words appear. Oh, there they are. Wow. It's like magic, isn't it? Furlough. So here is an interesting word that is being used a lot. Furlough. If you furlough someone, or furlough, it means you stop working. You stop working. So you have maybe an agreed holiday or a period of time when you are not working. So here is an interesting word. It is a very strange word as well. If you look at it, it is a very strange word. Furlough. That is how you pronounce it. Furlough. And it means to stop working. You stop working. Maybe your boss or your company allows you to have some time off work. But a lot of people at the moment are being told that they have to stay away from work, and some people are not being paid. Can you believe it? So there are some people who have been told that they can't go to work and they are not being paid, which I think is quite tragic, really. So furlough. Yes, Lewis, you are right. You might describe this word as a buzzword. So this is a word that people have suddenly started using during this particular time. You furlough. You take time from work. Quite often it is agreed. So maybe the boss or the manager allows you to take time off work. As I understand it, this actually relates to time that you can take from work during a religious ceremony or maybe a religious festival, as I understand it. So that is what my brain is telling me now. My little brain inside my beautiful skull. Furlough. It means that you can't go to work, or maybe you have been told that you have to stay away from work. However, it is agreed. So quite often you will keep your job. So your job has not gone. It just means that you can't go to work. You stay at home and you don't work. Some people are very lucky because they will continue to be paid their salary. However, other people have been told that they will not be paid. So there are some people who are in a very difficult situation at the moment. They have been furloughed or furlough. You furlough. You have to stay away from work. You stay at home. It doesn't happen very often, by the way. This is a very unusual situation. In my long, strange, weird, wonderful life, I have never seen anything like this happen before. I will be honest with you. Lay off. So here is another word we can use if your company stops doing business, or maybe it closes down, or maybe they are losing money. They sometimes lay off their staff or their workers. Lay off. So sometimes you will be laid off. They will lay you off. But if you stop working completely, you lay off. So this is very different. However, there are some people who are being laid off from their jobs. Very different from being furloughed. So to furlough is to be allowed to stay home. However, this one is a different word. It means something very different. So this particular phrase means to stop having your job. You lay off. You tell your worker, I'm sorry, we don't need you anymore. Unfortunately, I will have to lay you off. Lay off. To take someone's job away or to ask them to leave because you can no longer afford to pay them. And this does happen a lot. I remember during the 1970s, many people were losing their jobs in the 1970s. A lot of people were, unfortunately, being laid off because of the financial crisis that happened during the 1970s, especially here in the UK. This is another one that means the same thing. You make someone redundant. You make them redundant. So the word redundant is something that is no longer needed, something that is no longer useful. It is redundant. You put it away because it's no longer useful. So you make a person redundant. And this means that they lose their job completely. They don't get it back. Redundant. Not a nice word, I must be honest with you. Here's another one that might mean that you lose your job for a short time, but then you can go back. The word is suspend. Suspend. If you suspend someone or their period of time working for you, if you suspend, it means you do it temporarily. You are suspended. So you go away, but later you will come back. So quite often we will suspend someone as punishment. So this is normally used as punishment. You suspend a person. You punish them from their job. So if you put something on hold, if you do something temporarily, you suspend it. Hello, Mona. Hello, Mona. I am happy I found you on YouTube yesterday. I am sorry that I did not do that before. It's okay, Mona. It's all right. I'm here. I'm here today, and I'm also here tomorrow. And hopefully I will be here for a very long time to come. I am hoping to be here for many, many years. Many years indeed. Now here is a horrible word. I don't want to give you a horrible word, but I will do. I will give you a horrible word in a moment. However, let's have something happy to talk about. Can I say hello to Palmyra? Palmyra, and can I also say congratulations on the birth of your granddaughter? So I think that happened a couple of days ago. However, I didn't see your message, for which I apologise. I apologise very much for that, but I didn't see the message, even though you were talking about it on the live stream. I didn't see it. So Palmyra, congratulations on the birth of your granddaughter. I hope she is okay. Hello to Connell. My nephew wants to watch you through the children's version of YouTube. Well, my videos are not aimed at children, you see. So that's the reason why. So the videos that I make are not connected with educating very small children. That's the reason why. That is the reason why. Mr. Duncan, what is the word tarmac? Ah, very interesting. Modern roads are often covered with tarmac. Tarmac is a type of surface that is applied to roads. normally it is very dark, black and sticky. So many modern roads have tarmac on them. Many modern roads here in the UK, modern roads around the world, tarmac. Tarmac. Hello to Pradeep. Hello Pradeep, nice to see you here as well. Thank you for your lovely wishes for myself and also Mr. Steve as well. Hello also. There we go, that's better. I love having the power to remove irritating people who are trying to ruin other people's fun. But there we go. I have the power. I have the power. I do, honestly. Mr. Duncan, can you explain using thou in a sentence? Oh, well, thou is kind of going back to very early English, thou. So you might hear the words thou and also thee, thou, thou. So quite often we will say you or you are, thou art. So if you look at Shakespeare, you will often see thou is used quite a lot. So from early to what I would call Middle English, so as William Shakespeare was making the English language very popular with his writing and his plays, you will see a lot of thou and also thee as well. Very similar situation with translations of the Bible as well. So in the Bible you will see lots of uses of the word thou and thee. So that's the reason why it is a very early version of English. We are basically saying you, thou, thou art. I am truthful to thee. I hope that answers your question. Hello to Real Horror Stories. Do you like horror stories? Some people do. I have a horror story to tell you. Yesterday I was in my garden and I was eating a cake, and unfortunately a piece of the cake got stuck in my throat and I started choking. Can I just say it was a very horrific moment of time. Very horrific. Hello Irene. Mr. Duncan, you did not see me, I think. Well, I've seen you now. I can see you. There you are, Irene. It's nice to see you looking so relaxed today. Very relaxed. Very nice. Tatiana says, Mr. Duncan, you look very handsome today. Ooh. You look very handsome. Do you believe in the Bible? I'm not a religious person, as I've said before. I don't follow any religions, any organized religions. I have read biblical books. I have read stories, biblical stories. I've read all of the books, the religious books. So all of them, the Torah, the Bible, the Quran. In fact, in my house, I have copies of all of those books. So yes, I've read them. So I read them all and then I make my own mind up. I decide for myself. Hello, Sally. Sally, Sally, it's nice to see you here in my garden today. Mr. Duncan, what is the meaning of extravaganza? Ooh. An extravaganza is normally a big, fun party, or maybe something that is done on a very large scale. An extravaganza, maybe you put on a very big show. Maybe you put on a big performance with lots of people around. So an extravaganza is something that happens, it is big, it is lavish, it has a lot of things going on. maybe a lot of lights, a lot of colour, a lot of people, an extravaganza, a very big event. We can also use the word extravagant. So if something is extravagant, it is very bright, it is very cheerful, it is very colourful. Something is extravagant. Extravagant. Hello, Mr. Duncan from Oman. Hello to you, and a big hello to Oman. Nice to see you here as well. Hello to Lala. Hello, Lala. Mr. Duncan, I'm 16 and I'm quite confused when I study English at school. It has a lot of grammar and I feel bored. Sometimes learning things can be boring, and I agree with you. Sometimes, certainly in certain schools, the way in which teachers teach English, or actually any, when you think about it, there are many, many subjects. So sometimes the way you teach it is very important. I think so. Hello, Latif. Hello to Latif. Finally, you said hello to me. I feel so much more happy. Thank you very much. Sometimes I miss you on the live chat, because the live chat is moving all the time. It's moving, you see, a lot. Am I a strange person if I like grammar? Unicorina? No, some people are very interested in the way English is used. Someone may find grammar exciting. Some people love phonetics. A lot of people say that phonetics is a very boring thing. However, other people get very excited by phonetics. They think studying the sounds and the way in which words are pronounced or used is very interesting to some people. Nice hoodie, Mr. Duncan. It is the first time that I've seen you wear it. I've worn this many times. Can I tell you, this is very old. As you know, I never throw my clothes away. I always wear my clothes for as long as I can. And this item of clothing is actually quite old. I've had this for many years, but I've kept it very clean and it looks new, but it isn't. I think I bought this about 2008. So I've had this since 2008. So this is actually 12 years old, but it looks nice and new, because I always keep my clothing very neat, very tidy, and of course I wash my clothes as well. So yes, I like to keep clothes, especially if they look nice. So today I thought I would wear my hoodie, my little hoodie, and also my hat as well, which matches. So they actually go together. So I've had this for a very long time. So yes, I think about 2008 I bought this. And it was in a sale as well. So not only that, it was also in a sale. So I didn't pay the full price for it. So that's the reason why I'm so excited by this clothing, because I've had it for many years, but also I've taken very good care of it. Mr. Duncan, you are breaking the law. Why? Why do you think I'm breaking the law? Can I say now, I am not breaking the law because I'm in my garden. So here in the UK, we are allowed to go outside for some exercise. So that is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm in my garden taking some exercise. I just happen to be taking exercise with everyone on YouTube. So I think that's all right. I think I'm okay. I'm still in my garden, so that's all right. And I'm still within the boundary of my house. However, I am outside because I want to take some exercise. That is what I'm doing right now. Mr. Duncan, what is the beautiful tree just behind you? Did you plant it yourself, or was it there when you bought the house? Oh yes, the beautiful blossom behind me, all of the blossom is my lovely damson tree. Damsons. As I said the other day, this damson tree every year produces lots of lovely fruit. And Mr. Steve every year makes jam from the damsons that grow in this tree. So yes, it is a damson tree. Damsons are very small fruit. They look like, to me, they look like very small plums. So if you can imagine a very small plum, that is what a damson looks like. Thank you, Boyan Lu. Yes, damsons. D-A-M-S-O-N. Damson. Thank you, Anna, for writing it on the live chat. Damson. So a damson is like a very small plum. Very small. So a plum is normally larger. Damsons are much smaller. I always think they look like grapes, to be honest. I think they look like grapes. The sun is coming out. Yes, sometimes the sun comes out and then it goes back in again. You might also notice behind me, you might see behind me the birds as well. So some of the birds are coming into the garden to feed. So there is actually some bird feeders behind me. So you might see from time to time some birds coming and going. Lena is going. Thank you, Lena. I will see you later, Lena. I will see you tomorrow if you are here. Catch you later, Lena. Bye for now, Lena. Yes, damson jam, Palmyra. Mr. Steve makes lots and lots of damson jam every year. And he likes to give it away. He gives his damson jam to his mother, and also to some of the neighbours who live around here as well. Van Long. Hello, Van Long. How are you today? Watching in Vietnam. A big hello to everyone watching in Vietnam. Hello, Aisha. Aisha is watching in Egypt. Hello to you as well. Boyan, is this live lesson daily? Yes, it is. I am with you every day live on YouTube from 2 p.m. UK time. So every day I'm here at the same time. Sometimes I am outside and sometimes I am in my studio. But today I decided to come outside and spend a little time with you. I hope you don't mind. Here is a word that I was going to show you earlier. Here it is. Liquidate. Oh dear. Liquidate. This is a word that can be used in many ways. Isn't that strange? So this particular word has a lot of meanings. Most of them are negative meanings. If you liquidate something, you bring something to an end. You end something. You kill someone. You remove someone. You take them away. You end your business. So you end your business. You go out of business. You stop your business. You liquidate your business. So that's it, you see. So this word has many meanings. Most of them are actually, they are actually negative. So liquidate means stop, remove, kill. So you stop doing something, you end something, you liquidate something. Quite often we use this in business. So when a business stops, we can say that you liquidate the business. A phrase we often use is, we often say that a business will go into liquidation. So if your business goes into liquidation, it means it comes to an end. You go out of business because you haven't made enough money and you can't pay your bills. Your business it will go into liquidation. Horrible. So I'm sorry about that. I know that word is a little bit negative, but I thought I would show you because you might hear that word and you might not know what it means. So there, I hope that was helpful to you. Hello, Brian. Hi, Brian. Nice to see you here today. My dad's name is Brian. It is. So his name is actually Brian. So you have a good name there. Hello also to Real Horror Stories again. What is the difference between... Oh, it's gone. I'm sorry, your messages are moving too quickly. I can't look at all of these messages. That's going too fast. You might say that their marriage is going into liquidation. I don't think you normally use that with marriage. So you don't normally liquidate a marriage. However, some people might say that. So when we talk about a relationship or a marriage ending, especially a marriage, if there is a marriage ending, we often say divorce. You end the marriage. The marriage comes to an end. Hello. Hello. Where there will be a lot of liquidations during this current time. I think so. So I imagine after all of this craziness, after all this madness has come to an end, I would imagine there will be a lot of people who will be unable to continue with their businesses. I think it's going to have a very big effect. And I feel, from my own personal point of view, I feel that the effect will last for a long time. So even though this will end, and it will, remember, there is always light at the end of the tunnel, always. But I think at the moment things are not good, and I'm pretty sure, from my own point of view, that it will take a while for things to get back to normal. It will take a long time for things to get back to normal. However, and as I've said before, we will all have to start changing the way we feel and think about things. And that is one of the good things about this current situation. I think many of us have had a chance to actually sit down and look around us and maybe look at our own lives in a different way. So you can always find something good, even during a difficult time or a crisis. You can always find something that can help you look at life in a different way. Hello, Andre. Hello, Andre. This is the best English channel to improve listening and pronunciation. Thanks a bunch. You are welcome, Andre. That is the reason why I'm here. I've been doing this for a long time. After all this, it might be a good idea to start a new business for a person who's never owned their own business. T-H-E-I-R. Their. T-H-E-I-R. So if it is a person, possessive, T-H-E-I-R. Their. A person's item, a person's possession. It is their business. Yes, it is the case that I suppose a lot of people will have to start re-evaluating and looking at their lives in a very different way. So perhaps that is one of the reasons why during this time we can take a moment to think about what we are doing with our lives, and the way we behave generally. I think so. Brian says, yes, I always get those two words confused. There is THERE, which is there, as in direction, there, and of course a person, possessive, THEIR, there. That is their dog. I am not going to try and pronounce the Polish words because it might be something rude, you see. I'm always very careful. Someone tricked me when I was in China. Someone tricked me into saying some very rude words in Chinese. So I'm never doing that again. Never. I learned my lesson from that. Hello, this is Wheel. Hello, Wheel from Yemen. I hope everyone is in good health. Hello to Yemen and everyone watching around the world. I always try to say hello to every country that is watching, so I always try my best. So hello to France, Germany, Spain, Italy. Hello to Europe. Hello also to, I suppose I could say Vietnam. Hello Vietnam as well. Nice to see you here as well. Japan. Hello Japan. Whew. So many places I have to name. I suppose I could say hello to Brazil. Hi Brazil. Nice to see you here today. How is the weather there? I hope it's nice. Argentina. Hello Argentina. Don't worry, I won't cry for you. Argentina. That is a nice song, by the way, from Evita, a musical. Hello Australia. Apparently I have some people watching in Australia. Can you believe it? A big hello to Thailand. Hello to Morocco as well. Hello Belgium. Hi Belgium. Nice to see you here as well. We have Poland, Argentina, Lithuania, Romania, all joining on the live chat. Oh, hello Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, a very nice part of the world as well. Hello India. Hi India. I hope you are doing okay there. I know the situation in India at the moment is a little serious. It is getting serious, and can I send my best wishes to you as well. Portugal. Oh, I know Portugal very well. I went to Portugal last year. I had a free holiday. Can you believe it? I don't know how, but last year I had a free holiday because Mr. Steve's company gave Steve a prize, and the prize was a free holiday to Portugal. And I had a lovely time. Very nice place. Hello also Ukraine. Hi Ukraine. Nice to see you here as well. Sudan is watching. Hello Sudan. So many people around the world watching right now. And for those who are wondering where I am, I'm in England, a little place called Much Wenlock, a tiny little town, and I'm in the countryside as well. Hello to Turkey. Yes, I've been to Turkey as well. So many places that you are naming, many of the places where you are watching, I've actually been to. Yes, I went to a place called Sintra in Portugal. Very nice. Andre says, I have known your channel for 1 week. Thank you for your welcome. And I am from Brazil. I have a lot of viewers, a lot of lovely students watching in Brazil. Hello also Syria. Hi Syria. Hello to you as well. And also to hello from the other side, says Anthony Biss. Hello from the other side. I have called 1,000 times. I wonder where you are though. Where are you at the moment? Flower Espoir says, I was in Lisbon last week. Last year. Was it last year or last week? Last year. Lisbon. I didn't get a chance to go there, unfortunately. So sadly, I didn't go to Lisbon. But I would love to go there one day when all of this has come to an end. All of this crazy stuff. Welcome, Mr. Duncan. Welcome to the Earth. Have you ever been to Earth? Yes, I believe Earth is very nice. There are lots of nice people on Earth. Oh, hello, Salva. Hello, Salva Body, who sends a super sticker. It is, I think it's a little dog waving or doing a high five. So thank you very much for your lovely super sticker there, Salva. And thank you very much for your lovely little, I think it's a cat. Is it a cat or a dog? Thank you very much. Maybe you are pointing to the sky with your little cat. Hello also to Giselda. Hello Giselda, watching in Italy. Can I send my best wishes to all of my viewers in Italy? I know things are not good there. However, it would appear that they are slowly improving. Although I don't think that's a good word to use. However, things seem to be getting better. Slowly. Very better. They are getting better slowly. Christina, are you worried about... Well, I am worried about it. That's the reason why I'm staying here, in my home, far away from all the other people. Fortunately for me, I live in the countryside. So one of the good things about living in the countryside is you are able to stay away from people very easily. So it's actually very easy to stay away from other people when you live far away from other people. It is quite easy. Yes, things are getting better because we are all staying at home. That is it. That's what I'm doing. So yesterday I was here. I will be with you every day with a live stream. I will try to be here. Don't forget, we are all in a very similar situation. We are. Hello to Ulubek. Hello Ulubek, who asks, where is your mask? Well, here I'm not wearing my mask because I'm not near other people. So because I'm not near anyone else, I'm in the countryside, I will give you a little look. So have a little look behind me and you can see, oh, Mr. Duncan, there is nothing there. There is nothing behind you. And that's because I live in the countryside, fortunately. And that is the reason why I can come and see you every day. Because I am far from other people, far away. I am very far from other people, so that means that I don't have to worry too much about being near other people, and that is also the reason why I don't wear my mask. So occasionally we will go into town to buy things, but we have to be very careful. We have to be very careful what we are doing. We all do. You, me, everyone around the world, until all of this comes to an end. Hello, Real Horror Stories. When we stay at home, we are all in a state of being martyrs. But the intention must be clear. Well, I think a lot of people have made sacrifices. They've had to give up their job. But also, let's not forget, there are many people who are putting their lives at risk, literally, by working in hospitals and places where they are coming into contact with many people who are affected. They are affected by this current situation. How far away are you from London? I'm a long way from London. I think I am about 160, 170 miles, a very long way from London. So I am far from London, far from all of the noise and the pollution of the big city. I'm here in the countryside. However, at the moment, London is pretty quiet. So maybe at the moment, London is as quiet as here. Who knows? But no, I don't live in London, and I'm very far away from London as well. Yes, lots of people at the moment are risking their lives, and sadly here in the UK, some people who are health workers have unfortunately lost their lives. Very, very sad situation. I love your garden, says Salva. Thank you very much. It is nice to be here with you. I am sharing my time with you because I am in the same situation. I have nothing that I can do. I can't go anywhere. I have to be very careful where I go. So I thought it would be a good idea to spend some time with you in the garden, and we can share this time together. It is the first time that I've been here. Hello to Ha Nguyen. Ha Nguyen, watching in Vietnam. Hello Vietnam. I know I have a lot of people watching me from Vietnam. Thank you very much once again to Alex D, a wonderful English teacher in Vietnam who teaches in a very unusual way, rather like me. So a lot of people say, Mr. Duncan, your style is very different. We haven't seen anyone like you. So there is an English teacher in Vietnam called Alex D, who also teaches in a very interesting and fun way. And quite often, he will also involve his family as well in the videos. So I think that's great. Sometimes teaching has to be fun, exciting. Sometimes it also has to be unusual as well. Some unusual things. Lo Presti, hello Lo Presti. Where can I send you a photograph of myself? I don't know. Why do you want to send me a photograph? That is my first question. I think it's an obvious and understandable question. Why do you want to send me a photograph of yourself? I don't know. Mr. Duncan, can you tell us something about your typical traditions in your city or town? I am from Ecuador. Hello, Milton Bravo. Nice to see you here. When we talk about traditions, I suppose British traditions are varied. There are many. So maybe in certain parts of the UK, there are traditions that only certain people do. So as you travel around this country, you might find there are many different traditions. However, where I live, there are many local traditions, quite often involving the community. So maybe we will have a special party, or maybe there will be a special fair where people will meet and get together. But yes, we have lots of traditions, lots of things that happen at certain times of the year. And I suppose the most obvious ones are the ones that are celebrated around the year as well. So around the world, should I say. And that includes Christmas and Easter. So next weekend, of course, it is Easter Sunday. So a lot of people in this country, and I'm sure around the world as well, will be celebrating Easter. And I will be, because I will be eating my big Easter egg. At least I think so. I'm not sure at the moment. I don't know if Mr. Steve has bought me an Easter egg, but I have to wait and find out. We will see what happens. Hello also to Phuong Tao Huang. Hello to you as well. I believe you are watching in Vietnam as well. Hello to Sean. Wow, so many people are on the live chat now. Sean says, I've heard some local tradition such as swimming in a bog during a certain month. Well, maybe swimming somewhere. I'm not sure about that tradition, but there are some strange, unusual, weird traditions that also exist here in the UK. So there is one particular event where people will stand at the top of a hill and they will push large pieces of cheese. Hello. Can you hear that bird? Hello. It's all right. What a strange sound. I think that might be a little baby. There is a very small bird just above my head. Can you hear it? It sounds like it might be distressed. It might be feeling a little unhappy. Oh, it's gone now. It's gone. So yes, there is a very strange festival here in the UK. Not everywhere. Certain places, they will stand at the top of a hill and they will push large pieces of cheese down the hill, and then everyone will try to chase it. They will try to catch it. And every year, lots of people are injured, so they actually get hurt doing this. They call it cheese rolling. So cheese rolling. You can look it up on the internet. You can find it on YouTube. I'm sure there are lots of videos on YouTube with people rolling cheese. They are pushing the cheese down the hill, and then everyone will chase it. They will chase the cheese down the hill. I'm not joking. Look it up on YouTube. Put cheese rolling UK and you will see lots of crazy people chasing a piece of cheese down the side of a hill. I know it makes no sense, Mr. Duncan, it makes no sense. And what a terrible waste of cheese. I agree with you. What an awful waste of cheese. WTF. Hello, Anonymous33, and thank you for your special gold-plated WTF. Thank you very much. I will treasure it. I will keep it nearby forever and ever. I will never forget that moment when you gave me that beautiful WTF. Thank you so much. Are those bird feeders in the background? Yes, they are. There are some bird feeders over there. They are hanging up. Hopefully, some of the birds will come and they will feed from those bird feeders. So yes, there is. Kasim, hello to Kasim. What about your Prime Minister? Will he be okay soon? Boris Johnson, who is the Prime Minister of this country, he at the moment is in hospital. So he has been suffering for the past few days with. However, last night they decided to take him into hospital for observation. I don't know why, I don't know what's going on, but as far as I remember, as far as I'm aware, it's still going on. It's still going on. He's still in hospital under observation. Apparently, he's been ill for the past 10 days, which would appear to be a very long time. So I think people have started to become a little worried about him. So I think they've taken him to hospital as a precaution. So as a precaution Thank you, Vitas, for your lovely comment about my subscribers. I love all of my subscribers. If you are a subscriber, if you follow me, thank you very much. I love you all, wherever you are in the world, and you have no idea how much you mean to me, really. I mean this sincerely. You have no idea how much you mean to me, especially during this very odd time. Yes, Giselda says, I think he needs a long time to recover. I think you are right. This is one of the things that a lot of people are talking about this morning. So I think at the moment, a lot of people at the moment are concerned for his health. So at the moment, they've taken him to hospital to observe his progress. You are very didactic. Thank you very much. Are you an English teacher for people there? If I had an opportunity to listen, I had an opportunity to listen to David Gradol and Susan Holden here in Brazil. Your methodology is as good as theirs. Thank you very much. Quite a few people have asked, Mr. Duncan, have you ever done a TED Talk? I haven't. Although I always think that these live streams are very similar to TED Talks. So I've never done that. I've never really pushed myself into the mainstream, as it were. I always like to keep myself slightly hidden away from the world. So I'm not a person who wants to show off to the world and tell everyone. I don't want to stand on top of the rooftops and shout my name. However, if I can help you with your English, and if my work is helpful to you, then I am happy. But I'm not really looking for all of the glory, to be honest. I've never done that. Never. Hello. Did you teach students in high school, asks Mona. I have a lot of experience teaching abroad. I spent many years living in China, teaching English as a second language. That's where I started off. I became very interested in teaching after doing many other different jobs, many of them involved in meeting people, dealing with people, training people. So eventually I moved into teaching English because I'm very interested in the English language and I love teaching. So that's it really. That's all I can say about that. Do you teach... Oh, sorry, I misread that. Do you speak Chinese? Idiandian is the answer to that question. Hello, Emanuela. Nice to see you here. How are you today? Are you okay? I really hope so. My name is Duncan. For those who don't know who I am, I teach English and I do it on YouTube quite a lot. But during this time, I'm doing it even more. In fact, I'm doing it every day. I'm here every day during this weird, strange time. So I am coming to you live from England. Mr. Duncan, can you explain the word? Can you explain the word? Oh, I see. Let me just... Bye. Can I say bye to Nick? Bye, Nick. Bye. There goes Nick. Nick has to go now, unfortunately. Bye, Nick. See you later. I am very interested in English, says Christina Sajor. Thank you very much. Yes, me too. I love English very much. Sometimes I like talking about English for many, many hours. Sometimes I can stand in my garden or in my studio and I can talk about English forever and ever, which is a very long time. Christina asks, what time do you start every day? I start my live streams 2 p.m. 2 p.m. UK time. So check the time difference between the UK and where you are. 2 p.m. UK time is when I am on, and I will be with you every day. Every single day I'm going to be here with you live on YouTube every day. And don't forget, everything I do for free. Everything I do, I give for free. Hello, Emanuela. I enjoy your videos. I like English too. I even like the creative English as well. And I write in English. Emanuela, that is a very good point to make. A lot of people ask, how can I get words to stay in my mind? How can I get those words to stay fixed in my brain? How? Bye, Nushar. Bye, Nushar. See you later. How can I get those words to stay in my brain? One of the good things you can use, a very good method of getting those words in here, is to write them down. When you write something, when you use your hand to write, you actually think in a different way. Did you know that? So as you write something, your brain is actually working in a different way. And those words will actually stay in your brain much easier. So it is a good way of getting yourself to remember words. And of course, you can see the word as well. So you are learning many things at the same time. Many things at the same time. Hello, Evangelina. Hello, Evangelina. Nice to see you here. I came now because I've been busy, because they told me about you in 2012 in Canada. So I just want to know what year you started to teach everyone online. Evangelina, I started doing this in 2006. So I started making my lessons and teaching English on YouTube way back in 2006. So this is actually my 14th year on YouTube doing this. I can't believe it, and I'm sure you don't believe it, but it's true. So I started doing this actually in 2006. October the 31st, 2006 is when I started my YouTube channel. 14 years. Can you believe it? I can't. I love the example, and I like the nature behind you and the blossom on the tree. It looks like spring is very far from us to touch, says Emanuela. We can see it passing by the window. Yes, well, some people are in their houses looking out of the window. Hopefully you can still get some sunlight in your house. So maybe if the sun is shining in the sky above your house, maybe you can still get some of that lovely warm sunlight. So I do appreciate that I'm lucky to stand here at the moment and talk to you like this. I really feel very lucky, and sometimes very moved as well. I really have to reassure myself that this is real and it's not going to disappear. But sometimes I do worry that it will all just fade away. But then we all worry, don't we, from time to time? We all worry about things, don't we? Which way does your house face? The front of the house faces... It actually faces north. So my house actually faces north. In fact, it might be northwest. So the house that I live in actually faces northwest. So the back of the house is kind of facing south, maybe southeast, at the back of the house. Bin Lee, hello Bin Lee, and goodbye Bin Lee. He is going now. Catch you later. What is the difference between end and finish? You end something, you finish something. So you come to the end, you come to the finish. you finish, you end, you reach the point where you cannot go on, or there is no need to go on. You end, you finish. So in many respects, they have the same meaning. Mr. Duncan, can you explain the following sentence? I was aching for home. To ache can be used to express longing. So if you long for something, something you really want, maybe something you feel emotionally in your heart, maybe something that is very overwhelming emotionally, we can say that you are aching, something that you are needing badly, something you want very much. You are aching. I'm aching for a cup of tea. I'm hoping Mr. Steve will make a cup of tea for me. So I am aching for a cup of tea. But maybe if you are living far away from home, maybe you are staying somewhere far away, perhaps you will be aching to be with your family again. Can you explain the word mundane? Mundane describes anything that is slow, tedious, boring, dull, mundane. Maybe you do a job that is not interesting. Maybe when you go to work every day, you do the same job every day. You might say that your job is mundane. You have a mundane job. It is average, uninteresting, unexciting. Salva asks a very interesting question. I don't know what to say to this. I do get some very interesting questions. My expertise is English. I talk about the English language. I'm not sure about raising children because I don't have any children of my own. Hi, mister. Look, I have a child and I think he likes the boys. What should I do at the respect? Can someone help me? It's a very interesting question. Very interesting question. I'm not sure how to answer it. I'm not a parent. But thank you for your question. I'm sure someone else on the live stream will try to answer that question, and I hope they answer it in a nice way. Well, everyone is different. I suppose the thing I'm going to say now is everyone is different. We all have our own individual ways. Sometimes those ways might seem strange to some people. They might seem unusual. However, we are all sharing the same experience. We are all sharing the same moments together. So that is the thing we have in common. Another thing we have in common is our individuality. We are all individuals. We are all people with our own individual ways, thoughts, ideas, beliefs. And I suppose one of the things that I always like to think is that we will respect those things whenever possible. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you very much for your lesson today from Sammy and Jonathan. You are welcome. You are welcome. Mr. Duncan, you are so poetic, even with the polemic problems. Well, I always try my best to answer the questions, even if I can't answer the question. So I always try to be honest when I'm answering, and sometimes I try my best. I really do. Sometimes I succeed, and sometimes I don't. Such is life. Such is life. Thank you very much, Harry, watching in Indonesia. I think there is an angry dog. There is an angry dog. Sometimes especially around here, because many people have dogs. I don't have a dog. I don't own a pet. However, there are many people around here who have dogs, and sometimes the dogs will meet each other, and quite often they will start fighting. So that is what just happened there, over there. Could you hear it in the distance? There were some dogs fighting with each other. They seemed very unhappy. You are honest, clever and polite. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. Sometimes a little politeness, a little kindness can go a very long way, especially during these times that we are living through. Yes, some things that people do may be things that are harmful to that person. So if they are doing something that might be very harmful, like drinking too much alcohol, or maybe eating too much food, you see, that can be dangerous as well. Or maybe taking illegal drugs. So all of these things can be harmful. So yes, I wouldn't say that tolerance is something you will give to everything. So there are things, of course, that can be very harmful to a person's mental state or physical state. So I suppose you have to find the balance between those things. Everything in life, and this is something I've discovered, everything in life is about balance. It really is. Everything. So all of the things that exist in the world, all of the things we do every day, when you first wake up in the morning, everything is about keeping that balance. Some people are very good at it, and some people are not very good at it. Thank you very much for your company today. I've enjoyed my time with you, and thank you also for your donations. I had some nice donations. Once again, thank you very much to Luis Mendez for your lovely donation that you sent this morning. Thank you very much. No, I don't have a pet. I don't have a dog. However, many people around here do have dogs. And one of the things I sometimes find annoying about dogs is when they leave their poo-poos. When you are walking along and you are having a nice walk and you feel so happy, everything is nice, and then suddenly you step in dog poo. So maybe that is the only thing that annoys me. The only thing that annoys me about dogs. Sometimes they make lots of noise as well. They bark, the sound of the dogs, but quite often it is their poo-poo. I don't like dog poo-poo. And I especially don't like dog poo-poo when it is stuck to the bottom of my shoe. I hope I've cleared that up. Unicorina, thank you very much. But it is true, I'm not joking or lying. That is the truth. It is so annoying when you go for a lovely walk. It can really spoil your day. The worst thing is when you go back into the house and you don't realise. You might go into the house and you don't realise that you have dog poop on your shoe. So you might actually take that dog poop into your house. Yes, it is definitely a very big problem, especially in the countryside, because many people assume that you don't have to worry about it because it's the countryside. However, yes, it still matters. You still have to clear up your dog poop, even if you are in the countryside. My teacher uses your videos to teach English, says Kaylin. Hello, Kaylin. Nice to see you here. Many teachers do use my lessons. Yes, it is true. A lot of my lessons are used in schools around the world. Teachers enjoy showing my video lessons because it's a good way of listening to English being used. Here's an interesting thing. I've only mentioned this once before. I had an email about 3 years ago from someone in France. You are not going to believe this. I have to get very close, you see, for this. My English lessons are used in French prisons. It's true. I'm not joking. I had an email from someone, and they were actually running an education program in France, and they worked at a prison, and they saw my video lessons, and they said, would you mind if we use your lessons, your videos, to teach prisoners English? To say I was flabbergasted is an understatement. So I said, yes, of course you can, no problem. And I didn't charge them. They had them for free. I said, yes, it's okay. If it's helping people, if it's helping them to learn English, and maybe the English could change their lives and turn their lives around, great. I was all for it. I completely supported their suggestion. So yes, but I found it very odd as well. Very odd, very shocking in a way, because I wasn't expecting it. So my English lessons are used in French prisons. So there are prisoners watching my lessons, and then they're going, oh, hello, how are you today? This is a stick-up. Hand over the money. And other well-known English phrases during a robbery. You are the greatest innovative English teacher across the globe. Thank you very much. I love these wonderful compliments. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you to say so. Very kind of you. Have you ever been an English teacher outside YouTube? Yes, I have. I was an English teacher. I actually went to China and experienced the difficulty for those who are learning English as a second language. I found out about it with my own eyes. I was there. I went, and I became part of the community in China. I didn't go to a big city. I went to a small place where people who could not afford to have private lessons or to go to a nice big school. So that's what I did. So I learnt a lot during that time, and I also learnt a lot about myself. I saw things that made me change my whole view of life. And I can say that from that moment, things were never the same again. They were never the same again. I learnt a lot about other people. I learnt a lot about the dignity of human beings. I also learnt a lot about myself. I learnt a lot about the things that I could improve about myself. So it was a great experience, a great experience. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you to say. How is it going? How's it going, Mr. Duncan? It is going very well. Thank you, Chiambi, for your lovely super sticker and the very friendly wave as well. Thanks a lot. It's very kind of you to say so. Lovely. Thank you very much. Mr. Duncan, what you just said is useful, is a useful thing, despite on whoever it is used. Thank you very much for that. Father's teacher told him to study English with your channel, says Asma. Really? Is that true? Thank you very much. I do receive some lovely messages from time to time concerning my lessons. Some people ask, can I copy your lessons and can I give them to other people? Don't be angry with me, but I have heard that cats can bring to you. Really? Well, I've heard this morning there was a story that I read this morning about, is it a tiger? Apparently there is a tiger at a zoo in the UK, and apparently it has tested positive for. So, who knows? However, it did come from animals originally. So originally it came from an animal. So I suppose, in theory, it could also be transferred to animals. Would you say that was fair? I'm not a scientist. I'm not a microbiologist. However, it would seem possible that if you can catch it from an animal, maybe you could also give it to an animal. So who knows? I'm not sure. I don't know about that one. However, it might be true, it might be real, who knows? Hello, Mr. Duncan, you have got a big white bird in your back garden. Yes, that is my little heron. Can you see my heron? It's not real, by the way. This is actually fake. It's made of plastic. But that is my little heron. Do you like my heron? It often stands in my garden. It takes care. It takes care of my garden. Banned that word. Yes, the word that I just said is banned. I might say it, but I think really we are all sick of hearing it. I don't want to hear that word anymore. It's driving me crazy, to be honest. It is getting very windy behind you, Mr. Duncan. Yes, it is. It's quite windy today. A very strange day. As I said earlier, it is a very odd day because there is wind. We had rain this morning. Then there was lots of cloud, and now the sun has come out. So we are having everything today. All of the weather is a little bit crazy today. Hello to the live chat. I will be going soon, by the way. I might be going in around... Did you hear that? My table just fell over. Excuse me. I just lost my table. My beautiful, beautiful table. Why did you fall over? That's not fair. Well, that was clever. My table just fell over, for which I apologise. Stay calm, Mr. Duncan. Stay calm. Take a deep breath. That's better. At least I'm not choking. So thanks for your company today. I've really enjoyed being here with you, even though my table just fell over. My table fell over. Unfortunately, I think there are too many things on top of my table. Hello, the 6568. May I ask you, in which part of the UK are you living? You may ask me, no problem. I live in a place called Much Wenlock in England. It is quite close to Wales. So Wales is just around the corner from my house. Wales is very close. So that's where I am at the moment. Much Wenlock. There is no police station anymore. Oh, I see, yes. I don't know why last week. I did a live stream last week and it said that I was actually in Much Wenlock police station. Can I just assure you that I was not? I was not in Much Wenlock police station last week. So last week I was not in Much Wenlock police station. Can we stop saying that? Because I wasn't there. It was a mistake. It was Google. Unfortunately, Google made a mistake with the location. So there. I was definitely not. I was not. Honestly, I wasn't in Much Wenlock police station last week. Here is a good way of learning English and having a laugh at the same time. If you like to have a laugh like me, this is something you might want to watch. Mind Your Language. Have you ever heard of this program? A very funny TV show. It was around in the 1970s here in the UK. And it is very funny. Apparently, there are some episodes of this program on YouTube. So you might be able to see some of these episodes on YouTube. But if you want to watch something that's very funny, very interesting, lots of different characters, all learning English at the same time, it is a very funny program. It's one of my all-time favorite TV shows. It was made in the 1970s. And it has a lot of good humor, a lot of interesting words, and also a lot of people who are trying to learn the English language. So this is something that might be interesting to you during this strange time, during this unusual period of time. You might be interested in watching Mind Your Language. Mind Your Language, a very funny TV show. Sometimes humour can be very good during a difficult situation. I think maybe you were my teacher when I was in jail. Really? Okay. I can definitely say that I have taught English in prison. Even though I wasn't there directly, it was just my videos playing on the internet. Yes. So there. So technically, I have been teaching English in prison, but not for real. I wasn't really there in person. Mind Your Language. If you want to watch it, I think there are some episodes on YouTube. And some of them also have captions as well. I thought I would mention that because it is something that I always think of when I think of my time teaching English to foreign students. Hello to Latif. Hello, Latif. One of my all-time favourite shows. It is so sad that we lost many of them, but they are still making us laugh. How great it is. Yes, one of the sad things about that TV show is many of the stars, many of the actors, sadly, are no longer with us. They have all passed away, unfortunately. So some of them are still alive, but many of them are no longer with us. They are no longer alive, sadly. However, they have left behind lots of laughter and smiles as well. Thank you, Mr. Duncan. Have a good afternoon. Have some tea. I am going to have a hot cross bun in a few moments. I am going to have a hot cross bun. And Mr. Steve, who at the moment is working upstairs in his office, he will have one as well. He will have a cup of tea and a hot cross bun with me. Unicarina says thank you. In Barcelona we had Faulty Towers on our local TV. Another very funny English show, a very funny British TV show, Fawlty Towers. Yes, I agree with you. Classic British comedy. Brilliant. Is the word caption the same word as subtitle? Yes, some people say captions and some people say subtitles, but they are the same thing. So captions means writing that appears on the screen, normally at the bottom. Subtitles are the words that are used in a movie or something else, and they are written on the screen so you can see what is being said. So later on, this video will actually have captions underneath. There will be subtitles, captions under this video. So when you watch this later, there will be captions. There will be subtitles on the screen. The sun is out. The sun has come out again. Thank you, sun. Thank you, sun, for coming out and saying hello once again. I hope you've enjoyed this Monday afternoon out in the sun, my isolation in the sun for Monday, the 6th of April, 2020. I'm sure we are all going to remember 2020 for a very long time. I think so. I brought the sun to you from Spain, says Capdevi. Oh, really? Okay, then. Can I say thank you very much for sending your beautiful sunshine? Very nice. Bye, everyone. Please take care. Thank you very much, Unicorina. Yes, I'm going in a few moments. I've been here for 2 hours. Again, I've been here for 2 hours. I hope you've enjoyed this very long live stream from my garden here in England. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to have a cup of tea. I will be back with you tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time, and we will do this again. We will all get together and we will share our isolation as one big happy family. Does that sound like a good idea? I hope so. Thank you very much to Vitas. Thank you, Kate Gann. Thank you also to Sean. Thank you to Dr. Mera. Hello, Dr. Mera. Dr. Rohit Mera. Nice to see you here as well. Thank you, teacher. Have a nice day. Stay safe. I will stay safe. Yes, 2 hours of exercise in my garden. So now no one can accuse me of doing something that I shouldn't be doing, because I'm now in the garden having some exercise. I'm moving around, I'm running on the spot, I'm having some exercise. I'm stretching my arms, I'm stretching my legs, I'm stretching my back, and I'm stretching my neck. There, that's good. I feel much better now after my daily exercise, and I hope you have enjoyed this as well. See you tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English, saying thanks for watching. See you tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time, right here on my YouTube channel. And of course, until tomorrow, don't forget to give me a lovely thumbs up before you go. Give me a nice like, and you can also share to let people know that you care. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Palmyra. Thank you also to Anapika. Tin, hello to Tin Dang Xuan, who says, I know you from Alex D. Yes, I know Alex D, his wonderful English lessons in Vietnam. I know them. Thank you very much. I'm going now. See you tomorrow. Goodbye to everyone watching around the world. I hope we can all join each other again tomorrow. Stay happy, stay positive, stay safe, and most importantly of all, stay happy. And until tomorrow, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Ta-ta for now.